go, Sonny! Let's go get this done, guys. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Quick video on how to replace your water softener. Go and get yourself a water softener. I picked this one up at the Home Depot. Alright, this is good for the amount of water and people that are living in the house. Always do your research on the size you need. This here was an older model. I'm having problems. Troubleshooted, and we bypassed the units, and the pressure upstairs was fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these out. We're going to show you how easy it is to remove all of it. It looks like a big job, but it's not. We're going to install the new one. First thing you want to do is you want to find your main water that's feeding. You want to shut the valve off. Okay. So the water that's going up and feeding into your softeners, you want to turn that off from the street side. And then you're going to follow it all the way to the other side where I have the filter. And you're going to shut this guy down. So what we're doing is we're isolating in between. Okay? Alright, now that I isolated the water, you're going to find I got a valve here. I could open it up. We're going to put a bucket under it, and we're going to take all the pressure out of this area and all the water. Then we're going to put the unit, try to measure it out with the lines provided to see where we're going to cut the main water coming in, and this is the water going out, the pipe going out. So I'll most likely cut it here and here, and keep them kind of level to put it into the unit. So let's get started. Open it up. Let it drain. Just get the pressure out, which is not too much, because it's done pretty well here, considering the age of the house. If you're wondering, that is an original stone foundation. And no, there's no water. This place is dry as a bone. Alright, so we got the pressure out. And what you want to do is you're going to go in the back of these units, and we got some pins, we got some clips here. You're going to pop these clips off. Let me get a screwdriver. Hold on, please. Alright, so pop these off. There's one. You're going to take the other one off. They've been on a while. They're going to be they're going to stick a little bit. Okay. I'm going to do the same to this unit up here. I'm going to pop that clip off and that clip off, and these pipes should lift right out of place. You will get some water coming down, so don't be surprised if it does leak. And we're going to remove these drain lines that come off the unit on both sides. Alright, now that the two units are removed, give yourself a quick once over, clean the floor. This way you can get it nice and prepared. We got our pipes here, the one to the right, and you got to follow it. The one coming out of your well or from the city, that's going to be your in from the street. This one to the left is the out. It goes out, it goes over to my filter, then from the filter it goes up to the house. Alright, so what we're going to do when you buy these softeners, you got to use these connections. It's a Sharkbite connection. It's a 3/4 by 1 inch. This side obviously is going to go into the unit, and we'll show you how we connect that. And then, if you're not familiar with Sharkbite, we're going to cut the pipe right at the end, get rid of those elbows. We're going to sand it, we're going to deburr it, then we're going to install it right into the pipe. And it'll go in and out through our unit. And then we have the plug up there to plug in the unit. And we have our drains. We're going to try to use the same drains because they go into a piping system. Okay, what I recommend before you connect your lines to your water, from the unit, you get out the bypass valve. This part is the thing that gets pushed in to your softener, and this is where your well water goes in, goes through the softener, okay? Goes through the softener, and it comes out up into the house. What I do is I'm going to take the piece off. I'm actually going to connect my two ends first. It's a lot easier than leaning over the unit, and then this way we're just ready to install into the pipe, you know. So let's put these on first. You don't need to wrap any tape around the threads because it's a compression fitting. Anytime you see that in there, that's a compression fitting, that black washer thing. It's like an O-ring. Never put pipe tape on threads if you have a compression fitting. That's what the job is for that fitting inside. Grab your Sharkbite extension piece here, and all you're going to do is thread it in. Do it hand tight first, okay? Get the other one going. Make sure when you're putting these on, you're putting them on so you're not stripping the threads. Take your time and do it. If it feels off a little bit, back it out quickly. Alright? You're going to take a wrench. You're just going to give it a little bit of a snug fit. Remember, that compression fitting is in there, so you don't have to go super crazy with this. Just as long as it's snug. And we'll check for leaks when we have it hooked up. So this is ready to go. One other thing I recommend before we put this up closer to the wall, on the back of each one, it has an overflow plug. If you look in your bag here, it comes with the grommet you got to put in. It's a rubber grommet, and it comes with a little nipple part. So we're going to put that on before I spin this thing around, okay? So I don't have to reach back there. That's another thing you want to get done before you back this thing up to the wall. That's what you want to do with this rubber grommet. I don't know if you can see it. You want to get that slot in between here. You take this guy right here. So not only do you have a drain that comes off of the unit at the top when it does its backwashing, but it has an overflow in case this tank fills up with water, gets to this point, it's going to drain out. And we're going to use the same drain locations as the previous one. And if this is a new softener, you never had one, you got to get yourself either a drain in the floor or some kind of a pipe or something to pipe it out just in case you have an overflow. Look at the situation with the pipes. Again, that's my street side. This is the house side. So, since I'm going to cut it here, it would make sense to cut it right here and have them both going down. But you got to grab your lines. You got to make sure it's going to reach before you start cutting pipes. So if I were to install this here, you got to make sure you have enough pipe to go over. If not, we're going to cut one a little bit down, and we'll definitely have to cut it there. All right. Now that we have the cap off, you can see the plug here. It's got a rubber band. Take this off. Take this out of here. Remember, don't have any wiring near any kind of moving motor parts or anything. All right, so this will eventually get uncoiled and plugged in. This is for the drain to go out, so we're most likely going to be able to use the original, and we will. We'll put that in with a clamp. And the way you insert this guy is, and you could see if you're not sure, this says out, so it's out to your faucet, and that says in from the street. So you got to take these black clips off, pop them off. Be careful you don't break them, because you need these. These keep the pressure. These are in case it'll never back off. So be careful. Take one off. Don't lose it. Take the other one off. We got that off. Okay. There was this little yellow piece in here, a block. You want to take that out. Put the clips aside. Grab your unit, and you're going to install it this way. Oh, before you install it, you want to put some grease around these washers or these O-rings. Now we take it, and you're going to insert it nice and easy. You want to make sure it clicks in. Put one hand in the front, one in the back. You want to get it in there so it clicks. Once you hear it click like it did, you're going to go and get your clips. You're going to reinstall your clips. Next thing we're going to do is, now that it is connected, we can come over here and start lining up our pipes and see where we're going to make the cuts. I'll be good there. Okay, there's a little close-up of cleaning it, deburring it, okay? What that means is you got to actually clean it down to the copper, and deburring is getting all the burrs on the inside out so it's nice and smooth. Then when you're finished with that, all you're going to do is basically take your Sharkbite, you're going to line it up, you're going to literally install it right into the pipe until it clicks. Alright, now that the supply line is installed, Sharkbite there, make sure you clean and burr the ends, because sometimes these Sharkbites aren't as easy as you think. Next thing you want to do, check for leaks. You're going to come over, you're going to turn on the water, turn it on slow. Let it fill up between your main and your filter. I got the filter shut down so it doesn't feed anywhere else. I'm isolated. Alright, now that it's fully on, you want to go over. You want to check for leaks. Most important, you want to check down here. Alright, take your time, make sure there's no leaks. And there is pressure. Got about 60 pounds of pressure, it would be leaking. Alright, good. If you have an existing drain line, you want to connect it. I will then put the hose clamp on and tighten it down. Alright, now that the drain line's in, you can unravel your electric, your plug. I tie wrapped it right here just to come out of the back. And it's going to go up. I coiled just the extra because my plug is right here. Alright, now we have the cover on. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to come up here, plug it in. You're going to have some flashing lights. Okay, and this is where you go into the setup mode. You got to set up the time. Okay, every unit is different. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put 3 gallons of water in this to start, put some salt. Then they say to sanitize it, even if it's brand new, put about 4 to 6 ounces of house bleach down in here and let this thing run. And it's going to run through and clean itself out through the brine tank, everything else. Thanks for watching. That's how you remove an old water softener and you install a new one. Alright? If you're a homeowner, this is a very simple job. It's not as hard as you think. If you have the setup where you know the in and out is, give it a shot. You'd be surprised. Alright, we'll catch you on the next one. Sonny! Sonny? Sonny, you down there, kid?
Yes, Sonny.